and today you will be watching the most important video for the AIB 17 2023. Yes, today it will be the most important video for cracking the AIB 17 because no matter how much you go ahead and prepare yourself by studying and doing everything else, you can crack the AIB exam 17 only if you crack the OMR sheet. Because believe me when I'm saying many people do not crack the AIB 17 2023 because they have not filled the AIB OMR sheet form, that is the form on which you are going to give the exam. So due to that, many of the candidates in previous AIBs we have seen they get disqualified. So once you get disqualified for the AIB exam, then you again have to appear, and you may be at a risk of losing your enrollment certificate also. So in today's video, we will be demonstrating you how to crack the AIB OMR sheet. So without further ado, I have already prepared the AIB OMR sheet for you with all the nicks of it. So let's go ahead and jump into the video straight away without losing any further time. Meanwhile, if anybody of you have any type of queries, questions, you can post it, and I will definitely take time to answer all your questions. Okay. So if you can see, this is the how to fill OMR sheet demonstrate of how to fill a flawless OMR sheet in AIB 17. This has been actually prepared by one of our fan, Mr. Mojumdar, Shumit Mojumdar, I guess. So it has been an honor to have such fans who actually help us in making such videos. So if I am not mistaken, if Mr. Mojumdar is saying, kindly do give a message to all the viewers. So this is a demonstration of how to fill the OMR sheet. Now when you will get the OMR sheet, before that you will get this sheet of paper where you will mention a set code and the mode of the language. So here you can see the language mode is written English. So accordingly, the mode of the language which you have selected, if you have selected Hindi, it will be given in Hindi. It is if you have selected Bengali, it will be given in Bengali, and other languages, etc. So first of all, you can see clearly name of candidate, roll number, and enrollment number. These things are very important and you have to write it over here. The name of the candidate, roll number, and enrollment number. Now we shall see the most important instruction for attempting the question papers. So in the question paper, there will be 100 marks question and each question shall carry 1 marks. And you have to make sure that the question booklet set code is mentioned on all the sheets of question paper. In case of any change, immediately inform the invigilator. So normally in AIB, there are 4 sets of question, A, B, C, D. So this is the question booklet set. So you have to make sure that in all the pages of the question booklet, the proper set code is mentioned or not. If it is a set code A, then in all the pages, set code A should be mentioned in the question paper itself. If you find any type of problem in that, then you should inform the change immediately to the invigilator. And one more important thing that everyone was asking in our groups and also in various other platforms, whether there is any negative mark. Well, currently there is no negative marking in the AIB. You can see it's clearly mentioned over here. Now the duration of exam, this is also important question that everybody was asking. The duration of the exam is 3 hours. Now somebody was saying in our groups that it was 3.5 hours. Actually half hour was the our time which has been extended so that you can enter the examination hall half an hour before. So in total 3.5 hours, and the exam will be for 3 hours only. Now you must fill your roll number and question booklet set code very carefully. If the roll number and the question booklet set code is mistaken by any chances, then the answer sheet will not be evaluated as per the code you mentioned the answer sheet. So it is very important that you must perfectly fill up the OMR sheet, roll number and the question booklet set code. Now, under no circumstances will the answer sheet be evaluated with any other question booklet set code. So once you have written a particular set code, for example, if you have written set code A, but you are answering it in set code B, then the questions will not be evaluated as per the code that we have given. So you have to make sure that the question booklet set code and roll number has been filled up correctly in the OMR sheet. Now, only books and notes are allowed for this examination. Well, this is a particular sheet which was prepared before 2022 exam. So right now, this particular information is changed as only minimal notes books are allowed for this AIB 17 examination, which has been clarified by the Bar Council of India by the numerous emails which has been posted to it, and we have also clarified in our WhatsApp group. Mobile phones, laptops, tabs or any other electronic devices are strictly prohibited in examination hall. Well, it is also the same for the AIB 17 2023. But if you ask previous years candidates, they might say that they have been carrying mobile phone, laptops, etc. to the examination hall without any prohibition. But I would rather suggest you not to carry it, because it seems that this particular AIB will be very strict and invigilation and all the necessary things will be taken care of so that no type of cheating is done. And it is clearly written over here, on possession of any electronic device inside the examination hall may lead the candidate to disqualification. So you might get disqualified if you are found with an electronic device in the examination hall. Now, candidates shall not be allowed to leave the examination hall before the conclusion of the examination. Many people have been asking whether you will be allowed to go to the loo or the toilet. So it is clear over here, the candidates shall not be allowed to leave the examination hall before the conclusion of the examination. So you have to stay in the examination hall for more than 3 hours, and before that or after that you might go to the loo or the toilet or the restroom. And do not forget to submit the answer sheet back to the invigilator. Of course, you have to submit the answer sheet to the invigilator. If you do not do so, you will be disqualified. Now, pertaining to the pen or ink that you will be using, it's clearly mentioned over here, use only blue or black ball pen to fill the OMR answer sheet. No other pens except ball pen. You cannot use gel pen, you cannot use pencil, you only have to use blue or black pen to fill the OMR answer sheet. So these type of pens you can carry, these are ball pens. So these type of pens will be allowed. No gel pen will be allowed. OMR filled with pencil or ink pen would be disqualified. Kindly just refer to this. Do not make the mistake of using pencil, ink pen or gel pen. Otherwise, the OMR will be disqualified. Use of whitener, eraser, blade or fluid is strictly prohibited. Many students have asked if you have answered a question incorrectly, whether you can correct it by using eraser, whitener, blade or fluid. Well, you cannot. It's clearly mentioned over here. Do not use any type of whitener, eraser, blade or fluid, because if you use it, you will be disqualified. Even for a single answer, you cannot do it. So once the answer is marked, you cannot change it. So you have to be very careful. Do not make any stray marks or tear the OMR answer sheet. You cannot put any type of other markings on the OMR sheet, and you cannot also tear it. Write your roll number carefully and darken the corresponding ovals. In case wrong ovals are darkened, your answer sheet will not be evaluated. So you have to correctly fill up the roll number and correctly fill up the OMR sheet. If your OMR sheet is not correctly filled up, then of course you will be not evaluated. So these are the main instructions of filling up of OMR sheet. Now we shall see how the OMR sheet looks like in AIB. So this is the OMR sheet that you will be finding in the AIB. It is a pro forma. So on the very top you can see it's clearly mentioned name in capital only. Over here you have to write your name. This is the part where you have to write your name. This is the part where you have to write the answer sheet number. This is the part where you have to write your AIB roll number. This is the part where you have to write the question book set code, that is A, B, C, D as required. This is the part where you have to write the center code. This is the part where you have to write the language code. This is the part where you write your answers and mark them. This is the part. Now this is the part where you have to put your name, I and your name, and then your signature. So what does it say? It says before signing please check the following: your name, your roll number, your question booklet set code, and you have to sign this declaration where it says that I do hereby declare that I filled my name, roll number and the enrollment number as it appears on the admit card. I fully understand and agree that in case I darken the wrong ovals or fill incorrect roll number or use whitener or eraser or white fluid on the answer sheet, my candidature will be liable to be rejected. So they are taking in the declaration. So once you declare this, you cannot go ahead and challenge AIB or Bar Council of India regarding this. Now next is you have to make sure that the invigilator signs in over here. Now we will see how to fill up these particular codes. So at the top you will see the answer sheet number that I've already shared with you. So answer sheet number should be put here, which is mentioned in the first page of answer sheet. So whenever you will be given an answer sheet, there will be a particular number. So you have to write that particular number in this particular area as it is in the answer sheet. Now over here is the AIB roll number. Okay. So how you will fill up the AIB roll number? So I will show you over here. So you can see over here a roll number is mentioned 80176479. Now how we will fill up 80176479? For example, over here the first letter is 8. So we have to find over here 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first letter is 8. We will have to darken it like this. Darken the circle like this. Okay. Then the next letter is 0. So we have to find 0. So 0 will be at the bottom. So the next letter is 0. 0. Now the next is 1. So 1 will be at the top. So we will have to go to the top. That is the third letter. Then you will get 6. So we have to go to the fourth column. 1, 2, 3, 4 and go to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. So you have to darken this. After that, there is 4. So we have to go to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is gone. Now the fifth one is 4 over here. The fifth one. So you have to go to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will darken 4. Now there is 7. So that is the second last one. The second last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now 9, the last number. So 9 is here. So we will darken it. And we will have to write the number over here. 8, 0, 1, 6, 4, 7, 9. Mind it, we have to write it correctly, or otherwise the whole of the thing will be going wrong and you will be not evaluated and will be disqualified. So you have to write it correctly. Okay. So now you will go to the next part, the question booklet set code. So as I have said to you, normally there are 4 parts, 4 set codes, A, B, C, D, and accordingly the set code will be marked in the question booklet. So you have to see whether you have got A code or B code or C code or D code. Accordingly, the question set code will be marked. For example, if you get A code, then you have to mark this particular A and fill up this with your pen, with your ball pen, blue ball pen. So this is the process of filling up the answer sheet number, the AIB roll number, and the question booklet set code. Now I will show you how to write the answers and other things. So next is the center code. In every admit card, your center code will be written. So center code should be filled up carefully in the OMR sheet. So for example, if your code is 274, so how we will fill up? Here is not 2, 2 is not there, 7 is not here, and only 2 codes are there. So particularly there should have been 3 codes over here. So the rows are not correctly mentioned. So accordingly, the code number that you will be given in your admit card, the center code number. For example, if the code number over here was 74, the center code, then we will be writing 7 over here, 4 over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we will go ahead and circle the 7 over here and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these have to be correctly done. These things are very important, otherwise you might get disqualified. So this is how you get the center code. The center code will be written in your admit card. Now the language. So whatever language you select, you have to also select it over here. For example, if I am appearing this examination by selecting English language, then I shall go ahead and do the circle in the English part. So accordingly you will do it. Now the most important thing is the name. Many people actually go ahead and make mistakes in the filling of the name, for which you might get disqualified. You will see it is clearly written how to write the name. So while filling the name, it must be in capital letter. It is clearly written over here. First we shall writing the name in capital letter in the box and then fill the OMR part. So we have to first do it in capital. Then while filing the same, we shall have to confirm first whether give a space before middle name, if any, and surname. So when you will be writing the name, we have to make sure whether all the letters of your name will actually go ahead and fit over here, the space given, because sometimes our names are very big and it might not fit over here. So in that case we can go ahead and do it without leaving any space. But if our names are small, we can do by leaving some spaces between them. So for example, over here there is a name called Orko Roy. So how we will fill a person Orko Roy whose name is in this particular area? So for example, first I will write the name Orko Roy. So you will see ARKA, Orko.
Since the name is very small, we can go ahead and write, give a space over here. If the name had been big, and then we can leave the space. But if it fits within this particular area, then we can leave the space. So since it's a small name, we are leaving a space and writing Roy. Now how we will go ahead and do it like Orko Roy. So A, first of all, A is over here. Very good. We can write A over here and circle it. And now we have to find R. So over here, there will be like 26 columns. So all those columns are not given here. So you have to find in the second row the R over here. Then in the third, we have to find K. Then we have to find A. Then we will leave space. Since we have leave space over here, we will not encircle in this particular area, which is just under this space. Then again, R, we will find R and circle it. Then we will find O and then circle it. Then we will find Y and then circle it. So our motion should be from upward to downward, not from here to there. We will find it from over here. So A, we will go like this and find A. From R, we will go ahead and find R in this motion. If we do this in motion, there will be 99% chances that you will be making it correctly. If you go from here, there is high chance that you will be filling up the form incorrectly. So this is the way where by which you can go ahead and fill up your name. Now the next part is the declaration. So as I said you previously, you have to sign your name over here as you put your name, and here will be the signature of the candidate. So you have to put your signature as you do the signature in various places, the full signature. And over here, the signature of the invigilator shall be marked. Now, how to make your answers? So very easily, you will just go ahead and encircle the part which is the answer to the question. For example, if the question number 1, the answer is C, according to you, just mark it C. Now, you cannot mark it again. You cannot mark other options again. If you mark it, this particular answer will not be evaluated. Okay. You cannot change it by using fluid or anything else. So once you mark it, it will be staying like that. So you have to make sure that you mark it correctly before marking it. You have to make sure that the answer is correct. Only then you can mark it. Otherwise, the answers may not be changed. So over here also the important instructions are given. Use only blue or black ball pen. Whitener, eraser or blade or fluid is strictly prohibited. Pencil or ink pen would be disqualified. And stray marks or tear the OMR answer sheet, it will lead to disqualification. So these are the rules. So I have said to you like how you can go ahead and fill the OMR sheet. Now regarding the answers, how you will actually answer the OMR sheet. For example, when you are getting the question paper, go through the entire question paper within 10 minutes and check those questions first of which you can give an answer correctly. Put those question answers correctly first of all. Then those questions come secondly, which you can find from the book. So if you know some question answers which are directly given from the book, and you can that you can check the Bhare Act and answer them, then answer those questions. Third will be the answers to those questions in which you need some logical reasoning, where you need to apply jurisprudence or interpretation of statutes. Fifth will be the judgment questions. If you know the judgment questions thoroughly, you can answer them at the beginning only. Lastly, there will be, if any, there will be any case work. So if I would suggest you, since there is no negative mark, I would always suggest you that you do give the answers by making a guesswork at the end
when there are like half an hour or 15 minutes left in the examination. Before that, number one, you have to fill up the answer sheet by using those questions which you know correctly by heart. You know confidently that this is 100% right. Only answer those questions in the OMR sheet at the first instance. On the second instance, use write those questions, judgment questions especially, where you know the outcome of the judgment, or whatever answer or is given, is given or asked for that question, so you can ask those questions. I cannot actually see the questions that being asked. I don't know why. There is a glitch over here. So leave the questions in the comment box. I will personally answer them. And if you have any queries regarding whatever video we are doing right now, so you can also post those questions in the WhatsApp group of our AIB 17 2023, and the link of that WhatsApp group I will be giving directly in this particular video after the live is ended, and you can get them from there also, any queries, because I cannot actually see the live chat over here. There must be some problem due to which I cannot see. Now the thing that I was going through, the first, when you are giving the answers, first you have to answer those questions which you know 100% correctly. Otherwise, do not answer any of them. Second, those questions, judgment questions, of which you know the judgments and their outcomes, and you know the answer correctly, then answer the judgment questions. Thirdly, those questions which you know you can find in the book here by just checking it, then answer those questions. And lastly, the questions which can be answered by logical reasoning, by applying the judicial mind, those questions you can answer. And at the end, when there is little time left, half an hour or 15 minutes maybe, at that time you can make use of your guesswork, anything. So this is how you should go ahead and answer all your question and fill up the AIB form. I will share the PDF of this particular form in our AIB 17 group, so that you can go ahead and practice with the previous year's questions at your home. So thank you for all your support, and please do share the video with your colleagues, so that if you might find this particular video helpful for you, so that other candidates who are appearing for AIB 17 2023 may use this video and get help by cracking the AIB by cracking the AIB OMR sheet. So thank you all. This will be today's video. May good luck to you, so that you may fare and get successful in life, and also successfully pass the AIB 17 2023 exam to be held on 5th February. Thank you.